Now, 2 days later, the work to find the rest of the victims and to return them to their loved ones with dignity and respect is slow and steady as teams navigate electrical challenges, piles of mangled metal, hazardous chemicals, and the emotional toll of the tragedy.
For us, this continues to be incredibly difficult for all of us here.
And our hearts to go out to all of them. We're glad you're with us during what's been a difficult week for so many people. I'm David Mulco. This evening, we have learned the remains of 6 of the 9 workers missing since the chemical tank explosion on Tuesday have now been recovered, meaning 8 people are confirmed to have died, with 3 presumed to have lost their lives. Tonight, we know the names of 2 of the 11. Families say Gilbert Bernal, an electrician who worked at the Nippon Dynawave plant for 15 years, died in the hospital shortly after the blast. And friends tell us that Braden Finkus is one of the workers missing and presumed dead. But first, to the latest on those recovery efforts in our Catherine Cook live in Longview. Catherine.
David, you could really feel the weight, both emotional and physical, from first responders as they talked about the recovery process, how difficult and how hazardous it's been. But you also got the sense that that's not what they've been focusing on, but rather wanting to see this through for the community.
For a victim update, we can confirm that 6 of the 9 individuals have been recovered.
Longview Fire Chief Brad Hanig with the latest on recovery efforts at the Nippon Dynawave plant. He says crews recovered those 6 workers from a work area. Officials noting the chemical tank rupture happened during a shift change Tuesday morning. 3 more bodies are still missing.
For us, this continues to be incredibly difficult for all of us here and also everyone involved.
Responders describe the recovery scene as labor-intensive and a complex industrial hazard as they navigate around toxic chemicals.
Priority is ensuring responder safety while treating every victim with the greatest dignity, care, and respect possible. As individuals are recovered from the site, they undergo decontamination before being transported to the Cowlitz County Coroner's Office for identification and family notification.
I think as the days have gone by, our hopes have been fading more and more about the situation.
Javier Sanchez is waiting for word on his friend Braden Finkus, a technician who had 7 years at the plant. He says the 37-year-old lived in Cathlamet with his girlfriend.
He's amazing, selfless guy, funny.
Amazing barbecuer.
Very proud of his barbecuing and, just took care of the community.
Now Javier is asking the community to take care of Braden's girlfriend as they wait for news from plant officials. First responders are vetting several fundraisers for victims' families. Chief Hanig humbled by the community's support for them and first responders as they see this difficult recovery through.
I want to make that clear that we are working diligently, and crews have from the beginning, to have the best outcome.
Crews will resume recovery efforts in the morning. There were also 9 people injured after the initial blast. 2 of them died. Officials have not released any updated information on the others' conditions. Back to you, David.
A lot of heavy hearts and a lot of questions 2.5 days in. Thanks, Catherine.